So very good day to everybody. Once again, this is advanced programming practice, and in this class we discuss about the Bootstrap, about the various pages app, tests, Bootstrap, sign up form, and their subsequent steps. And in the second part of today's class, we will discuss about how you try to change the password and how you try to reset the password. Okay, customizing the password change, password reset, custom templates, and finally we will be summarizing this topic. So this is especially for you, my dear students and young researchers, and you can reach me at dr.christoananth@gmail.com. So before beginning the session, once again, let me thank God for giving me this opportunity to deliver this useful session, to share my knowledge among my fellow national, international participants, students and young researchers. So in today's class, we'll have a short introduction towards Bootstrap, and then we discuss about the Pages app, how you perform tests accordingly. Then the Bootstrap, what is the home page, how you try to change the password, how you go with customizing the password change, and how you go with the new password change form, password reset, and what are the default change password page, and then the tips associated. Then we'll have some custom or maybe base template for handling this stuff, and then we'll have a new password reset complete. So I have already given the invariant work for you. Please complete them as soon as possible. I'll be checking them, and at regular intervals I'll be giving you some short videos to discuss the knowledge in our topics. Right. So Bootstrap, actually whenever we come up with Bootstrap, actually we have done everything and we are checking the functionality. Okay. So it is actually a framework for the mobile first projects. So we write our own CSS and JavaScript for the website, common website layout features. So maybe instead of doing all this one, we can rely on the Bootstrap for doing everything at one point of time. Okay. So it's just a small piece of code that we can do so while looking onto the websites, and maybe if we have to make custom changes as a project progress, then definitely you can override the Bootstrap where and when needed. So when you have to focus on the functionality of the project and maybe not on the design part, then definitely Bootstrap is the apt choice. Okay. So in the command line, you can use the startup command to create the new pages app. So maybe if the server is still running, which means that you have to exit by pressing the control and then C, and then in the command line you will go with, within the news app you will go with $python manage.py start app pages. So what you have to do, you have to update the settings.py file. Okay, so that is all you have to go with the install apps. So in the newspaper project / settings.py file, you go with all the install apps. All these things I have told this almost all the classes. So django.contrib.admin, django.contrib.authentication, content types, sessions, messages, static files, then users.apps.usersconfig, and this is the new line that you are going to add, pages.apps.pagesconfig. Okay, so you have to update the project level urls .py file, and you have to remove the import of the template view. Okay, so you have to update this root to include the pages app. Okay, and within the newspaper project / urls.py, so you'll go from django.contrib, import the admin, and from django.urls import the path, and you include the url patterns. Okay, so the path, it's actually the admin, it is actually admin.site.urls, and the path is users for the users.urls, and path, you are going to include the django.contrib.authentication.urls, and the path you are going to include the page.url. So this is the new line statement that you are going to add. Okay, and you have to add the home page, which means that in the Django standard URL / views / templates, it will be going with the pages / urls.py file. So in the command line, within the news, you will go with the $touch pages / urls.py. So within the news, you are going to access to the pages / urls.py. Okay. Then what you have to do, you have to import the not yet created views and set the root paths, and make sure you try to name each URL that you are pointing to. Okay. So in the codes, you will have like pages / urls.py file. From Django URLs, you are going to import the path, and from .views, you are going to import the home page view. And in the URL patterns, you are going to specify the path. It is home page view .as_view, name equal to home. Okay. So the views.py code actually will be looking very much familiar to what we discussed in the previous classes. And we are using the Django's template view, generic class based view, which means that we have to specify only the template name. Okay, so within the pages slash views.py, we are going to from Django generic, you are going to import the template view, and within the class homepage view, you are going to have the template view. So template name is equal to home.html. So we already have this existing home.html, so we are going to confirm it. So maybe in the front end 127.0.0.1 colon 8000, nothing remains changed, like a hi, the username, logout. Okay, so it is home page which is logged in. So what you have to do, you have to test the functionality by adding the code. Okay, so generally you can save the time even, so that is the thing. So in the test you will have all the 4 features, like maybe home, sign up, login, and then logout. Okay, so like before you write any code like a test driven, or maybe immediately after you have added any new functionality, you can go with these features: home, sign up, login, and then logout. Okay, so login and logout, it's already part of Django, and they rely only on the internal views and maybe the URL routes. Okay, so maybe you'll have the test coverage that is associated. Maybe if you want to change in the future, then you can add any more tests that are associated. Okay, but generally, since it is already inbuilt, you need not have to add any tests for the core Django functionality. So we maybe will have URL templates and then views for each of the 2 new pages that we will add for the functionality. Okay, so here we will have the simple test case. Then definitely for testing the home page it can be useful, but for the sign up page it will be using the database that we have to create for using the test case. So maybe within the pages slash settings pages slash test.py file, you will go with this one from django.contrib.authentication, import get user model. You are going to get the user model, and from django.test import the simple test case and the test case. Okay, and then from django.urls import the reverse class home page test. Okay, the simple test case, and define the test home page status code. Okay, the response is equal to self.client.get and self.assert equal the status code of 200. Okay, and then test view URL by name. Okay, you are going to specify the response self.client.get reverse of home. Okay, and you are going to have the status code self.assert equal response.status code, it is 200. Similarly, test view uses correct template. So for this one, response self.client get of reverse home and self.assert equal response.status code of 200, and self.assert template used the response home.html. Okay, and you are going to go with the class sign up page tests of test case, username the new user, email it is actually new user at the rate of email.com. Okay, so you're going to go with define test sign up page status code. Okay, so the response self.client.get user sign up self.assert equal response status code of 200. Then you'll go with test view URL by name. So response self.client.get reverse of sign up and self.assert equal, you are going to have a response status code of 200. And similarly, test view uses correct template. For this one, response is equal to self.client.get reverse of sign up self.assert equal response status code of 200 self.assert template used the response, it is sign up to HTML. Okay, so then after doing all this one, you will go with test sign up form. So new user get user model, so dot objects dot create user self dot username and self dot email. Okay, so self dot assert equal, you are going to get the user model dot objects dot all, and self dot assert equal, you are going to get the user model and the objects all username and self username, and you have to go with self dot assert equal the get user model and objects dot all, you'll get going with the email and self dot email. Okay, so get user model, generally you can reference it for the custom user model. So for the both the pages, for both the 2 pages that we have added, you can go with adding the three things, and you are going to test the 3 things. Okay, so the page exists and it is going to return a HTTP 200 status code, and maybe the page will be using the correct URL name in the view and maybe the proper template which is being used. So our sign up page is a form that maybe we are actually verifying maybe whether the username and the email address are posted correctly, and maybe if they are matching means then it is being stored in the custom user model. So what you do, you exit the local server by pressing Ctrl+C, And in the command line, you go with within the news, you'll go with $python manage.py test. Okay. So you can add, maybe to test the functionality, you can add the bootstrap to the project. You can download all the files and serve them locally, or maybe you can rely on the CDN, content delivery network. Okay. So second thing is that you have to implement it using the internet connection. And for this one, you are going to have bootstrap.css, jquery.js, popper.js, and then bootstrap.js. So this is the four functionalities that you will be adding. So these are the four. Listen, after the class you talk. Before the class you don't talk. Okay. So these are the four files that you are going to incorporate, like a bootstrap.js. Bootstrap.css, jquery.js, popper.js, and then bootstrap.js. Okay. So this is what you are going to do. Just copy paste the codes. Okay. So within the template slash base.html, you are going to go with the HTML code. So doc type HTML, HTML language is equal to English. Head tag, you are going to have the required meta tags. So meta character set is equal to UTF-8. Meta name is equal to viewport. Content, you are going to specify the device width. Okay. The initial scale limit, you are going to specify 1. And shrink to fit, it is no. Okay. Then you'll have the bootstrap CSS. Okay. So link reliability style sheet. Href, you're going to go to stackpath.bootstrap content delivery network.com/bootstrap the version css bootstrap.min.css. So integrity you are going to specify and cross origin you are going to specify. Okay. Then you are going to specify the HTML tag hello world and then close the head. Then your body. So hello world. The optional JavaScript. So script source is equal to code.jquery.com/the Java query. Okay. And the integrity you are going to set. Okay. And you are going to specify the cross origin and content delivery network. You are going to specify the cloudflare./ajax popper.js, that is nothing but the files that you are going to point to. Okay, the cross origin equal to anonymous. Then the JavaScript script source stackpath.bootstrapcdn.com integrity cross origin, everything you have to specify. Close the body and close the HTML. Okay. So maybe if you refresh the server, maybe if you go to 127.0.0.1:8000, then you will find this one hello world h1 tag that is being displayed, nothing else displayed. Then you'll go with password change. So you have to specify the steps how you have to change the password. Okay. So Django provides a default implementation for this one. Okay. So maybe in the login button. So after logging in, maybe you can change the password event. So navigate to the password change. So maybe 127.0.0.1:8000/users/password change. So that you have to specify. Okay. Like an old password, new password, the new password steps you can say. Okay. And new password confirmation. And you will go with the change my password. Okay. So after doing this one, okay, maybe if you're going for change password, you'll have this button. So after the page password change has been done, it will show your password was changed, password change is successful. Okay. So the URL you see users/password change/done, which means that it is completed, success. Okay. And you can customize the password change also. So maybe you have to see whether they match the required field in the newspaper site. So maybe you can exit the local server by pressing Ctrl+C, and maybe you can create 2 template files. Okay, so within the news you'll go with $touch template/registration/password change form.html, and then finally after completing this one within the news $touch template/registration/password change done.html, that is complete. Okay, and you are going to update the password change form.html with this following code. So within the template/registration/password change form, you are going to extend the base.html and block title password change, and in the block content you are going to specify the h1 tag password change. Please enter your old password for security sake, and then enter the new password twice so that we can verify what you typed in correctly. Okay. So the form method you are going to have the post, and the CSRF token you are going to add for preventing the XSS attack. Okay. So you'll have to go with form.as_p. So you'll have the button success, the type equal to submit, value equal to change my password. Okay. Close the form and the end block content. Okay. So you are going to have the form.as_p. So just to display the contents of the paragraph. Okay. And CSRF token to prevent the XSS attack for security reasons. Maybe if you go with 127.0.0.1:8000 slash users slash password change, you will be able to see the changes. Okay. So password change, old password, new password. All steps can be given and then change my password. So you will see this one within the password change done template. You will go with this one extends based.html, block title, password change successful, and you will have the block content, password change successful, your password was changed, and then end block content. So maybe if you go with 127.0.0.1:8000 slash users slash password change and then done, it will be showing within the newspaper app, you will be showing password change successful, your password was changed. Then password reset also, you can also go with resetting the password anytime. Okay, so for maybe user will forget the password, so for this one also Django will have a default implementation that maybe you can rely on the Django's console backend setting also, that will be outputting the email text to our command line console. Okay, so maybe the newspaper project you'll go with settings.py, email backend you're going to have the console. Okay, so django.core.mail.backends console.email backend. So maybe for this one it is having a default implementation. Maybe if you go with 127.0.0.1:8000 slash users slash password reset, you will be having, see here, password reset, you'll be having this one password reset, forgotten your password, enter your email address below and we will email the instruction to the email id that you are entering. So maybe if you type the email address, then it will be sending a verification email to your email address and maybe you can reset the password. Okay, so maybe if you go with 127.0.0.1:8000 slash users slash password reset then done, it will be showing we emailed your instruction for setting your password. If the email address is correct, means you should have received them. If you don't receive the email address, then correctly enter the email address or maybe check the spam folder, update folder that you check. Okay, so in the command line, so you can send the Django to send the emails to the command line event. So it will show content type, this one, yummy, the version, subject, password reset, from webmaster at the rate of localhost to the username at the rate of user name.com. Okay, and then the date you are going to specify. Okay, message ID you are going to specify. Okay, so you are receiving this email because you requested a password reset. So this is the information or maybe the text you are going to have. Okay, so your email text should be identical except for the 3 lines like to field. Okay, URL link which contains a secure token that the Django randomly generates. Okay, for the users. Okay, and Django will remind of the user. Okay, name, and this is the yummy version. So everything securely it is going to show. So this is the Django change password page. So maybe in the message you will be showing the link. Okay, so enter the link to your web browser and you will be redirected to the change password page. Okay, so it will show please enter new password twice so that we can verify what you typed in correctly. Okay, so new password, confirm password. So you have to follow those instructions and you can click on the change my password. So this is the default password reset complete. Okay, so this is the final step, like change my password, and you will be directed to the password reset complete. So finally you will get password reset complete. Your password has been set. Okay, so you can go ahead and log in now. Okay, so this is the everything working as per procedure. So just click on the login link and maybe you can use the new password, and if you type the new password it will work correctly. So this is the custom templates, maybe with the password change. Okay, you can go ahead with creating new templates. So exit the local server by pressing Ctrl and then C. So maybe in the command line you'll go with within the news app $touch template slash registration slash password reset form, password reset done, password reset confirmation, password reset complete. So these are the 4 things that you'll go. Okay, so start with the password reset. Okay, so it is password reset form, and then the you try to extend the base.html, Okay, so forgot your password, then you'll go with the block content. Forgot your password, it is a h1 tag. Enter your email address. Okay, so this is the thing one. And form method equal to post csrf token. Okay, form dot as underscore p. So button success, type equal to submit. Okay, the value. Okay, you are going to send me instructions. Okay, and you go with the end block content. So it will show you like forgot your password. Okay, enter your email address, we will email the instruction. So send me instructions. So maybe you will go with 127.0.0.1 colon 8000 slash users slash password reset. You will be getting this particular page. So this is the new password reset done. Okay, so we can update the other three pages also. So maybe within the password reset confirm, you will have this extents based on HTML. Block title, you are going to have email sent. Okay, it will show. Then it will show check your inbox. We email you the instructions for setting your password. Okay, and you should receive the email shortly. In block content, maybe if you go with 127.0.0.1 colon 8000 slash users slash password reset slash done, it will be having this one, check your inbox. We email you instructions for setting your password. You should receive the email shortly, and then new reset done. Okay, so next what you have to do, you have to go with the password reset confirm page. Okay, so within the template slash registration slash password reset confirm, you are going to extend the base.html. So enter the new password, set a new password. So form method, you are going to have post csrf token to prevent the XSS attack for security reasons, and form.as underscore p, button success, type equal to submit, and value equal to change my password. Okay, so maybe you'll go with this command line 127.0.0.1 colon 8000 slash users slash reset. So this is the link that is actually for security reasons, it is not showing the exact thing. Okay, so you'll be seeing this following. Okay, so set a new password, change my password. Okay, so finally for the password reset complete code, you will be having extends base.html. So block title password reset complete. So you will have block content password reset complete, your password has been set, you can log in now. Okay, so this is the url login for the login page and the end block content. So maybe if you will go with 127.0.0.1 colon 8000 slash users slash reset slash done, which means all are completed, means it will show password reset complete. Okay, and it will show your new password has been set. You can log in and you can type the new password and go on. Okay, so users can reset their account password. So this is the independent work for you. Command line, install Python 3 on the Mac OS X. So maybe for the Windows or maybe Linux platform, you can type them, and maybe you can go ahead with completing the work. And I will be checking them, your independent work. Okay, so please complete them. You have got very less time to complete all the works. Okay.